I guess I have my microphone plugged into my different computer, so this is the built-in microphone. Maybe I better move closer to this computer. Geez, you dummy, you gotta check. Yeah, I do a couple different podcasts. Check out AtlantaGrubber.com. I do a restaurant podcast, but we're going to use the built-in mic, so I guess my audio won't be quite as good as it is for most, since I screwed up and forgot to check my microphones, but I do see my built-in microphone is working. Joe Duffy Specs, we got a big night tonight, as you can see at offshoreinsiders.com, but why don't we do some sharp intel first? Let's take a look at the biggest public bets in terms of number of bets. We've explained many times why we go by number of bets, but we'll even review the money. Biggest NBA bets for tonight based on percentage of bets. 70% of tickets are on Toronto. And then it's kind of a big drop-off after there, 60% each for the usual road favorites, Milwaukee and New Orleans. Now, as far as the money is concerned, another road favorite, Denver, 93% of the money is on them. Then a drop-off to 79% on Indiana. And then a home favorite, Utah, at 78%. How about college basketball? The biggest bets are a couple out-of-rotation games with smaller volume, but Campbell, 84% of the tickets. North Alabama at 80. Oakland, 78. Cal Irvine, 77. As far as money is concerned, Tarleton State, 98% of the bets. Grand Canyon, 97. Manhattan, 95% of the money. North Dakota State, 95. Dixie State, 95%. And I got to tell you, I do know why. The Master Lock Line has a couple of those games. There is definitely some sharp money on a few of those teams, and the Master Lock Line at offshoreinsiders.com has the answer. Joe Duffy's picks with the interconference total of the year among 7 winners. We've got some wise guy plays as well, and it's all at offshoreinsiders.com. Here is your free winner from offshoreinsiders.com. It is to go with Philadelphia -7 against Minnesota. When you got road teams playing a bad team and then a stretch of good defensive efforts, they're under bad defensive efforts. That is, they are undervalued to the tune of 132, 82, and 1. Fade big home underdogs if not off a low-scoring game with a substantial amount of rest. They don't have a substantial amount of rest, and neither team has an extreme winning percentage. You will go fade those big home dogs at a 520, 364, and 27 rate. Now your biggest line moves of the day. In the NBA, Atlanta opened up as a 6-point favorite to Washington. They're now down to 3.5. The New York Knicks opened up as a 1.5-point favorite. They're now a 1-point underdog. College basketball. Long Beach State opened up as 1-point underdogs. They're now 2.5-point favorites. Boise State opened up as a 1-point, and by the way, that's to Long Beach State to Cal San Diego. Cal State Davis, sorry. Cal State Davis, we'll get it. Boise State opened up as a 1-point underdog to Colorado State. They're now 2.5-point favorites. Wright State opened up as a 16.5-point favorite to Bobby Morris. They're now down to 13.5-point favorites. Who are the best teams to bet on in college basketball as we enter the busy weekend? A minimum of 7 line games. Drake remains the best in the country, 13-0, covering by an average of 11 points per game. Morehead State, 12-4, covering by an average of 8.4. Wright State, just talked about them, 9-6 by an average of 7.7. And then Cal Riverside, 7-3-1 by an average of 7.5 points per game. Now, college basketball, best teams to bet against. Eastern Michigan, 2-7, minus 10.1 points per game. Mississippi Valley State is 2-10, minus 9.7. Boston University, 2-6, minus 9.2 points per game. They're failing to cover by. Northern Illinois, 2-10, minus 8.6. Duke, 2-9 against the spread, failing to cover by an average of 8.4. Northern Iowa, 2-10, minus 8.1. Michigan State, 3-10, minus 7.9. McNeese State 3-6-1 minus 7.8. Please subscribe to us, like, etc. Got to be honest with you, with my allergies, getting a little tougher to breathe, so I guess I'll cut it short here. But please like, subscribe, give us positive comments, give us a good review if you're listening on one of the podcast sites, and we'll talk to you very soon. Maybe I'll try to sneak in a free winner for Saturday. I'll also visit joeduffy.net.